Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's at-home workout for April 28th, 2020. It is a Tuesday today, so we're already the second day in the week already. And we have quite the workout for you guys today. There's two different parts. The first part, we're going through an upper body push-pull muscular endurance set. And then we have some interval work to do at the second part of the workout for our sweaty portion. So we will be doing 3 giant sets. Okay, giant set just means that we're doing more than 2 movements, more than a superset, and we have 15 seconds of rest between exercises and 60 seconds of rest between sets. So what this basically means is between exercises you are just taking a swig of water, maybe doing an extra stretch or two before you go to the next one, and then in between sets, okay, we're either sitting down or walking around and taking a good minute off. So movements will be, we have 10 to 12 plank push-ups. Okay, if you are able to weight these, that means you can put a plate on your back. You have a weight vest. You can balance a dumbbell on your back. Okay, please do this if you are able to. If you find that 10 to 12 plank push-ups in and of itself is too challenging for you to preserve the plank position throughout the entirety of the push-up, please elevate your body so you can still be in a plank position, but you can achieve all 10 to 12 reps. Okay. Plank push-ups look like so. We'll start in a plank position. Okay. Our chest will touch the ground, arms will bend, and then we'll come back to a straight position. And keep in mind that when you're doing your push-ups, if you are able to, okay, provided that, especially if you are, your body's elevated, sometimes it's a little more challenging to do this, but when your hand is flat on a surface, okay, your fingers are still involved, the arch of your hand is still involved, so you can produce a little bit of torque. It's just like we kind of screw our feet into the ground for the squat, screw our hands in for our push-ups. So once we're finished there, a little bit of rest, we go to 8 to 10 strict pull-ups. Okay, I know not everyone has a pull-up bar. You may do 8 to 10 challenging towel rows, okay, or you do 8 to 10 per arm of a bent over dumbbell row. So if you do have a dumbbell, okay, you can do 8 to 10 bent over dumbbell rows, and then switch arms. Okay, even if 8 to 10 is too easy because you might not have the appropriate weight, you can always add tempo. So you can always slow down that bent over row to make it a little more challenging for you. Okay. So the stimulus should feel like by the time you get to 8 to 10, you might have 2 reps left in the tank, okay, but you wouldn't want to go past that. Okay. If you are doing strict pull-ups, okay, you can assist yourself if you do have a band. Okay, we're assisting ourselves primarily to make sure our shoulders are in the right position. So we don't want to see the shoulders way out in front or a narrow grip position where our arms look like T-Rex arms. We want to have the grip at least shoulder width apart and our hands over the bar. It's wide enough so that as we do pull down, we're pulling down towards our pockets and utilizing those back shoulder muscles, okay, to help with those pull-ups as much as we are using our arms and our grip. Okay. So from here we'll go to 10 to 12 dumbbell skull crushers. If you don't have a dumbbell, we can do commando push-ups. So our skull crushers are looking like the following. I have my dumbbell here, I'm laying on my back, and I'm going to keep my shoulder straight. This half of my arm is not going to move. Okay? This half of my arm, the forearm, is going to move back towards my face, okay, until I hit the ground or somewhere close, and then I'll straighten it back out. Okay, what we want to do is minimize the movement of the shoulder as we go down. So that's too much movement of the shoulder, and make sure it just stays still, and only the elbow is bending and straightening. Okay, if we have 2 dumbbells, you can use 2 dumbbells at the same time, or you can switch off and go to the opposite side. Okay, so it's just biasing the tricep a little bit more than in the push-up where we'd have a little bit more shoulder involvement. If you don't have a dumbbell, fine. We can do those commando push-ups. So we start in plank position, we come down in plank position on our elbows, and then come right back to plank position on our hands for 10 to 12 reps. Once we are done here, our upper body muscle endurance, we'll go to our interval work. It is set up as an every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. We're going to do 40 seconds of work in each minute. There are 3 minutes, so there's 3 movements. Okay. So the 40 seconds is a 2-to-1 work to rest ratio because you have a 60-second interval, and those 40 seconds is just nested within that 60-second interval. So you will always have 20 seconds of rest. It is designed to look like the following. Your first interval, you run, row, or bike hard for 40 seconds. It should feel like an unsustainable pace. So something you should not be able to continue after that 40 seconds. You get a 20-second rest, and then you go into 40 seconds accumulating as many reps as possible of a dumbbell swing or kettlebell swing. Dumbbell swing or kettlebell swing looks like the following. You can hold your dumbbell by the hex, and you bend the hips and knees, and you launch them so it's straight up overhead. You may also hold on to the handle and perform the same motion. Okay, what we're looking for there is for the dumbbell or kettlebell to pass through the hips, and then we launch it so it's straight overhead if possible. If you have a shoulder issue that prevents you from that, you can go to eye level. Okay. Kettlebell swing, same thing. You just hold on to the handle, perform the same motion. You're really thinking about straightening the knees and the hips at the same time, driving the heels down. So we'll accumulate reps there, then we'll accumulate reps of single unders in the last interval. So 40 seconds of single unders here with our jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, perfectly fine. We can do hops over a line, forward, backwards, or side to side. Okay. So it is designed to feel hard, okay, moderate to hard, and then easy. Okay. Hopefully we feel that the single unders are maybe slow enough where we catch our breath. It's not as hard as a row, bike, or run. We kind of dip down a little bit, but just enough where we are able to come back to the run, bike, or row and hit the same pace as we did before. Okay. So that is the workout for Tuesday. Have fun, and we will see you hopefully on our virtual Zoom classes.